ফ্লোরিডা বাংলা টেলিভিশন, প্রবাসে আপনার পাশে।
হ্যালো দর্শক, আমি আতিকুর রহমান। এফবিটিভি আয়োজিত রোড টু হোয়াইট হাউস অনুষ্ঠানে আপনাদের সবাইকে শুভেচ্ছা, সালাম। আপনারা যারা আমাদের অনুষ্ঠান দেখছেন ফেসবুকে, তাদের কাছে বিশেষ অনুরোধ, দয়া করে আমাদের অনুষ্ঠানটি শেয়ার করুন। আর যারা টিভিতে দেখছেন ফ্লোরিডাতে বা আমেরিকায়, তাদেরকে শুভ সন্ধ্যা, এবং বাংলাদেশ দর্শকদেরকে শুভ সকাল। চায়ের কাপে চুমু দেন আর আরাম করে আমাদের আজকের অনুষ্ঠান রোড টু হোয়াইট হাউস দেখুন। শুধু দর্শক, স্বপ্নের দেশ আমেরিকা, ইমিগ্রেন্টের দেশ আমেরিকা। আজ এই কোভিড-19-এ 227,000 মানুষের মৃত্যু, 8.8 মিলিয়ন মানুষ কোভিডে আক্রান্ত, 54 মিলিয়ন মানুষ ক্ষুধার্ত অবস্থায় দিন কাটাচ্ছে। তার মধ্যে 1360 মিলিয়ন শিশু না খেয়ে ঘুমায়। এটা কি আমাদের স্বপ্নের দেশ? এটা কি আমাদের স্বপ্নের আমেরিকা? আজ পর্যন্ত কোনো ন্যাশনাল স্ট্র্যাটেজি তৈরি হয়নি কোভিডের জন্য। কোথায় আছি আমরা? আজকে আমাদের ইমিগ্রেশনের সমস্যা, অর্থনীতির সমস্যা, হেলথ কেয়ারের সমস্যা। আজকে আপনাদের হাতে সবকিছু। আপনারা পারেন কাকে হোয়াইট হাউসে নিয়ে আসবেন। ঘর থেকে বের হন, ভোট দেন। আজকে আমাদের সাথে আছেন 3 জন বিদেশি অতিথি। আসুন আপনাদের পরিচয় করিয়ে দিই। প্রথমে আমি পরিচয় করে দিচ্ছি ইমতিয়াজ মোহাম্মদ। ইমতিয়াজ মোহাম্মদ বিশ্বাস করেন, he believe in equal justice for all, that everybody deserve to be treated in the same way, that is with the respect and compassion. We all are human beings, family, workers, children. We are one nation of the people from all over the world. No one deserves to be humiliated, assaulted, or discriminated because their color or creed or equality makes us weaker. Unity makes us stronger. এই বক্তব্য নিয়ে আমাদের ইমতিয়াজ মোহাম্মদ, ক্যান্ডিডেট ফ্লোরিডা স্টেট হাউস ডিস্ট্রিক্ট 119। ওয়েলকাম মিস্টার মোহাম্মদ ইমতিয়াজ। এরপরে আমাদের সাথে আছেন মঞ্জু কালিদান্দি। মঞ্জু কালিদান্দি হচ্ছেন আমাদের ইমিগ্রেশন লয়ার, ফাউন্ডার প্রিন্সিপাল অ্যাটর্নি অ্যাট ল অফিস মঞ্জু কালিদান্দি PA, প্ল্যান্টেশন অফিস, ভাইস চেয়ার and co-founder of South Asian Democratic Caucus of Florida, founder of thisdaughter.com, board member of Women and Distress, member of the Florida Bar, member of the American Immigration Lawyer Association, member of American Immigration Lawyer Association in South Florida chapter, member of South Asian Bar Association, volunteer attorney, legal aid of Broward County. Manju Kalidindi, welcome you.
Thank you.
এরপরে আমাদের সাথে আছেন Sajan Kurian. Is a founder of chair and founder of South Asian Democratic Caucus, SADC, and present captain of and Broward County Democratic District executive member, president American Region, and Wal Malai Foundation, President United Human Rights International, Florida chapter, delegates SEIU 1199, Healthcare Worker East Union. Please welcome Sajan Francis Kurian. My and thank you very much all our guests to join with us and give this opportunity to talk with our voters. So I welcome you all. My first question to Imtiaz Mohammed. Shall business have been financially setback or devastated by COVID? What can you do to help the small business community when you win this election?
It's a very good question, and you know that COVID-19 have changed the entire world, not only Florida, not only America. The impact of COVID-19 is all around the world, and especially a small business suffered a lot in Florida. I'm also a small businessman, and I can understand the pain they have to go through. So the most important thing for small businesses at this point is how they can retain their businesses, because I think almost every South Florida small business is behind in their monthly rents. At least 3 months monthly rent, they are behind. And the businesses are operated in a way month to month basis. So whatever income they generate, whatever they have, they're billing and they do budgeting like that. But COVID-19 have put them behind actually 3 months. I think it's more than that. So there was a package given to the small businesses during the Trump administration. So they didn't get benefit out of that. The way the money was distributed among the wealthy people, the big companies, big corporations, they got the most money out of this package. The small businesses, they suffered because they did not have the proper representation. They did not have a proper guidance to secure those loans and packages. So I highly of this impression that when I win this seat, I'll be making the big noise regarding that case, because every small businessman deserve those kind of compensations by the government. This is the job of our elected officials to get. This is a real issue. I mean, this is not any fake issue. We see it all day long, and they are suffering. People have lost their jobs, the business are down, and the landlord demanding the rents. So my focus will be how we can get waiver of those past due months, so they can reinstate those businesses. Then they can get on their feet and also get back into the society like any other. Big corporations deserve more money. That's wrong. The small businesses, they are the most important key player of the economy. So they should be looked after. And I'll be their voice. I'll be going big on that issue. This is a very important issue. All the small businesses need to be taken care.
Thank you, Mr. Imtiaz Mohammed. Now my question to Sergeant Kurian. Can you tell us the bit about what is the South Asian Caucus, and what is a caucus, and what is the purpose, and why did you see a need for it?
Thank you. First of all, I just wanted to thank FBTV Dhaka for giving me this for this opportunity, and Atiq Bhai also. Atiq Bhai, you're a very important person in this community, Bangladeshi community and the South Asian community. The reason why I started South Asian South Asian American Democratic Caucus is it is planned in such a way. It is called SADC. SADC means Road to Political Prosperity. Its engagement and leadership participation in electoral and politics, increase awareness amongst our minority communities, their rights, and to facilitate immigrant integration, equal rights for all minorities, environmental protection, high quality health care, water conservation, education for all our minority communities, and tax fairness for all. So those were the integration that we formulated. Of course, in our panel is Manju, who was the driving force for all of us, all of our communities. So regardless of our religion, I thought there should be some kind of an integration that we all come together. Hindu, Muslims, Christians, all alike. The reason why the regional part of it is so far there was nobody representing our South Asian communities, whether it be Pakistan, Bhutan, Tibet, Nepal, Burma, Bangladesh, India, Sri Lanka, or any other countries. So this was an opportunity that came even, I believe it was before even 2016. It made us more dominant. That in 2016 it was dominant that the nation was getting to a point where it was getting divisive. Now it's more so evident, and I'm glad that we SADC to promote all this. If that answers your question.
Thank you very much, Mr. Sajan. Now, my question to Manju Kalidindi, the immigration lawyer. We saw it. Everybody, we all have seen the state of immigration over the past 4 years. Manju, could you share with us some of the changes of the immigration over the past 4 years? And also, if you could give us the idea what the Trump administration might do if they win, and what about the Biden administration might do for immigration if he wins?
Thank you, Atiq, and thank you, FBTV, for giving us this opportunity. Now, Atiq, that question, it's so complicated. So I'm going to try to condense it, and maybe we can revisit it later, because this could take up the entire hour. Most of us know what has happened over the past 4 years.
Give the summary.
I'll give a little bit of what has happened over the past few years, starting with 2017. Within a few days of President Trump taking office, there was a Muslim ban in early 2017. Since then, he has issued hundreds of policies that have affected every aspect of the U.S. immigration system, and not just illegal immigration, legal immigration as well, including family-based and employment-based immigration. Some of these changes include prohibiting the entry of immigrants and non-immigrants into the U.S. till the end of this year, actually, December 31st, 2020. Increasingly denying and delaying the processing of cases for foreign skilled workers, the Remain in Mexico policy, which forces Central American migrants actually seeking asylum to be in Mexico while their claims are being processed here in the US. Family separation, we've all heard of family separation, due to which currently parents of 545 children separated at the border cannot be found. The ending of temporary protected status for over 300,000 individuals, slowing adjudication of applications for green cards and citizenship, reopening thousands of deportation cases that were previously marked as low priority. They created a denaturalization task force to revoke citizenship from naturalized Americans, and the list goes on. So basically, they've touched upon every aspect of immigration. If there is a second term of the Trump administration, this could get more stringent. I'm not sure what else there is to go after, but from what we're hearing, there could be further overhaul of the immigration system. They could institute something called a merit-based point system that would effectively end most family-sponsored visa categories, a DACA program, and the diversity visa lottery. and replace them with a system based on prioritizing factors such as age, education, income, and self-sufficiency. There's also talk of birthright citizenship being eliminated, meaning children of immigrants being born acquire citizenship at birth, which is guaranteed under the 14th Amendment. Citizenship test could become more difficult. Shall I go on, shall I move to Biden and what his
No,
plan
okay,
is, I
okay.
think?
Yeah, start to Biden.
So,
What is the Biden's plan?
whereas President Trump is looking to restrict immigration even further, Vice President Biden has pledged to reverse family separation for people who are detained, reestablish and improve U.S. asylum policies, reverse President Trump's changes to the public charge rule, sources to the border, fully reinstate DACA, order immediate reviews of TPS, a temporary protected status. And according to Mr. Biden's campaign website, he says he will work with Congress to increase the number of visas awarded for permanent employment-based immigration and promote mechanisms to temporarily reduce the number of visas during times of high U.S. unemployment. What else is he going to do? I believe he is going to support expanding the number of high-skilled visas and eliminating the limits on employment-based visas by country, which create tremendous backlogs. I have clients that have been waiting 10 years for a green card, which is ridiculous because by then, they're so far into the immigration process that they cannot stay here and they cannot go back home. Mr. Biden also says that he'll support family-based immigration by preserving family unification, by allowing any approved applicant to receive a temporary non-immigrant visa until their green card, which is a permanent visa, is processed, and by supporting legislation that treats the spouse and children of green card holders as immediate relatives, so therefore exempting them from caps. He will also allow parents to bring their minor children with them at the time they immigrate. And he's promising to create a roadmap to legal residence and citizenship to the 11 million undocumented immigrants. So those are some of the plans that Mr. Biden has in store.
Okay, don't go away. We will coming again to you. And my question to Brother Imtiaz: young people are growing a part of the voting populations. What reason would you give them to become engaged in politics?
Okay, I think we need to understand something very important, which is a missing link in our communities. We still undecided our political efforts. As a South Asian community, I remember once upon a time, we all were one nation. There was no Bangladesh, there was no India, there was no Pakistan. And today, the same nation have changed their identity when they entered the USA. When you come to USA, you took the oath that made you a US citizen. But our community is still struggling to acknowledge that fact that you are part of this nation. We were Bangladeshi, we were Pakistani, we were Indians, but now we have joined with our own willingness to the biggest nation on this earth. We must integrate in this society. We love our motherland. Nobody deny that fact. But to loving America means you have to integrate in the society. On the civic engagement is the key thing for all the immigrants who come to this nation. If we don't unite, we still be struggling long time. It is very important for Indian community, for Bangladeshi community, Pakistani community, come as a joint platform like Brother Sajan have done the South Asian Caucus. This caucus should really play a very integral role in Democratic Party. And I am in Democratic Party because they welcome immigrants. They take care of, they understand our issues, they understand our problems. So look, I am on the ballot. It's not a joke. An individual from that community running for office, trying to bring change in the society, but I'm representing the community at large. I always praise Indians, Bangladeshi, Pakistanis, and always talk about the unity. Our biggest issue is the racial divisions, the religious division. That's a personal and secret thing. I can pray to God any way I want it. But when it comes to politics, the only victory path is the unity. If we still going to be separated on the basis of religion, on the basis of the country origin, so look the reality of the long time when there was no Pakistan, when there was no India, where there was no Bangladesh. We are one nation. But now we need to show that same unity, that as a one nation, we come to this country, this is our country. Our children need to adopt this country. We have to support them. We have to encourage them, get into this society. They should be given the full reason to join politics, run for offices. It's not the matter that you are going to win or lose. The most important thing is the process. It's a grassroots process. I'm running for office. I'm not sure I'm going to win or lose, but I'm paving the way for our generation, our youth, our young people. They need to understand, look, this is my country and I must integrate in the society and serve this country. So my message to all youngsters, get involved in politics. Don't be worried whether you will be winning or losing. No, that's not a criteria. But you will have to decide this is your country and you are going to serve this country. And then you will be the best ambassador. When you are elected, then you can do justice. If you can serve sitting in the United House for any issue back home, if the Bangladesh is suffering for some issue and the issue comes to United States, you will be the best person to the justice because you know the problem of that country. If something come up for Pakistan, for India, we all are one. We just have to admit that. And the day we admit that, we are the biggest political force in United States of America. Indian, Bangladesh, Pakistan combined, we have talented people, we have successful business people, and we are very intelligent people. But only thing makes us weak because we are still not considering ourselves as an American. So my message to not only youth, my message to the seniors, my message to the Bangladeshi people, and I'm proud that I'm talking in front of the Bangladeshi community. I love you. We've been having a long-term relationship. You know who I am. And today, I want to say something very, very unique. I'm going to ask you, Atiq bhai, one question.
Sure.
One simple question. My mother was born in India. My father was born in India. My children were born in United States. My grandkids born in United States. Somebody like you sitting on the TV asked me, what is my motherland? What is my motherland? Give me the answer, please.
Your motherland.
Atiq bhai,
If you say where you born in, if you born in Pakistan, your motherland Pakistan. Your mothers, if you count mothers, you're born, you're India. Or if
you
you are saying that
you are asking
I
me
am the
one
citizen of
question.
USA.
No, somebody asked me like you on the TV, what is your motherland? What is my motherland? It's very simple. My mother was born in India, so what is my motherland? My motherland is
Yeah.
India. It's so simple, but we need to bring that love, affection. Look, war have given us nothing. As of
Yes.
today, we are suffering. So that's my message to all Bangladeshi people. Please unite, bring love to each other. Same message to Indian community, same message to Pakistani community. Keep practicing your faith and religion. Keep practicing the way you want to integrate in society. But trust me, unite. And that will bring
Thank
the
you.
big change. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Imtiaz. It's a very important question you ask, So where is our motherland? This is the number one thing. So where is our motherland? And we respect our everybody's motherland. My question to Mr. Sajan Kurian: what is SADC doing to educate, empower our South Asian community so that they can participate in the political process? Mr. Mr. Sajan.
Yes, I'm here. I think I'm
Okay.
getting frozen in between all the time. I can hear you, Atiquer. Go ahead.
Okay. What is SADC doing to educate, empower our South Asian community so that they can participate in the political process? What is your opinion?
For us, first of all, all we have to do is our community needs to have the want to integrate with our local civic engagement is the biggest thing. I can preach to the choir or I can take the horse to the water, but the horse has to want and have the need to drink the water. I cannot force the horse. So my initial process is to make sure we bring resources to all our people with the help of Manju and all our teammates and the board members. And we're taking small strides so that through the Florida Democratic Party under the leadership of Chair Terry Rizzo, trying to reach small communities at one time. We are like almost 27 organizations within the Indian communities, Bangladeshi community and the Muslim community. They are all, we're trying to integrate in between. First of all, when the religion comes in, religion and politics don't mix. So we all have to realize is we have to keep our differences apart, where when we live in America, we got to think like American, live like Americans. So that's the first important part of it. And what I have planned to do.
Is it frozen? Sorry, we lost the contact of Sajan. Anyway, my question to Manju Kalidindi, the immigration lawyer, and he also founder of this daughter.com. So what is daughter.com? And I know that you are helping a lot of women and children and other people who are suffering for immigration or violence, home violence and all these things. So can you explain a little bit about what they are doing and how you're doing for this,
Okay. I got involved with domestic violence victims way back when I had one client who walked into my office. She was a victim of domestic violence, and she didn't have a green card. She was married to a green card holder or a US citizen. He was abusing her, and she had no idea what to do. That was the beginning of my involvement with domestic violence victims who were immigrants. So from there, I got involved with a nonprofit organization locally called Sahara of South Florida, which assists victims of domestic violence from the South Asian countries. We've dealt with a lot of women who got married, came over. They have language barriers, immigration barriers. They don't know which resources, and sometimes their husbands usually do not allow them to go outside the house. We've even had instances where husbands took in the middle night. these women reached out to Sahara, and we were able to help them by becoming permanent residents, actually, green card holders. So that's what my work is with women in distress.
Okay, thank you very much. Now, my another question to Imtiaz Muhammad: how can you lead our community to value their education and make it affordable for our children?
I think it is the job of U.S. Congress to take care of every citizen of United States. If you've seen that there was a progressive movement by Bernie Sanders regarding the children of the youth of this country about the education, so he have a different plan for for those people. But unfortunately, like healthcare and the educational system of United States is not that good. It's supposed to be. It's affordable for some, but not affordable for a lot. Our student community is suffering from the students because they don't repay those loans, and this is a big, huge, crisis for all the students. So at state level, because I'm running for Florida State, and state level, like anything for education, I will definitely will pursue that all those students with those crises who are suffering from the student loan situation, those should be resolved if any way the state can help. And also about the giving our children the best education. Our educational system is not that good. I'm sorry to say the discipline of our institutions are not the way it's supposed to be. Like, we are from India, Bangladesh, and Pakistan. Our educational system, the discipline is totally different than United States. So we need a lot of efforts in a discipline and ensuring that our educational system runs on a higher scale. That's said, then the same thing for the healthcare. Look, there are 39 countries, they are having the free healthcare. And when somebody talk in United States about the free healthcare or better educational system, people call different names. They don't acknowledge this thing, that the countries we are donating, they have a free healthcare. And the country who is donating have no money to give a free healthcare. Can you understand this philosophy? How are you going to justify that you have no money to pay for your free healthcare? We are suffering. We have Obamacare, which is good. I mean, compared to not having insurance, but current Trump administration have no plans. So it is very important for all of us to support Democratic Party, to come in front and support this educational issue and also the healthcare issue. And in my capacity, like, just one vote, how much can I do? But I will be raising voice. That's my job. And I cannot bring changes with one vote, but I will do my best to support the high quality education and about the healthcare, whatever is possible at a state level.
Thank you, Mr. Imtiaz Muhammad. Now, Mr. Sajan, you are here. Can you tell us, Florida is very divided state. What plan do you have to bring our people together? Hello? Do you hear? Mr. Sajan?
Atiquer,
Yeah.
go ahead.
Can I repeat the question again?
Oh, go ahead. I think we do
Florida.
have. Go ahead, Atiq bhai.
You can talk. Yeah. The question is that Florida is very divided state. What plan do you have to bring our people together?
All I have to tell our people is to bring them together. Everybody has to have the want and need. We're there for you. My dear brothers and sisters from the Bangladeshi, India, and all the South Asian communities. We're there for you. And on behalf of all our communities and our future of our children, we need to have the want and need to make sure that we all stay united regardless of what difference of opinion we have back at home. This is America. We'll have to think and live as Americans. That's my request to all of them.
Okay, we have the very close to our time, so I can give Manju Kalidindi 1 minute to close out the things, and everybody get the 1 minute, 1 minute. Okay, so
Did Terry speak?
Yeah, Terry's here.
Yes, she's on.
Okay. Hello. উপস্থিত সুধীমণ্ডলী, আমাদের মাঝে জয়েন করতেছেন টেরি রিজো, চেয়ারম্যান ফ্লোরিডা ডেমোক্রেটিক পার্টি। উনি চেষ্টা করছেন আমাদের মাঝে আসার জন্য, তো আমরা তাকে আমন্ত্রণ জানাচ্ছি। ইয়েস, শি ইজ হিয়ার। Hello? She's here? If not, we can because we don't have time. We have only a few minutes left, so I have to close it out. What happened?
I think there was a connection issue, I believe.
Okay.
That's
So
okay.
because we
No
don't
problem.
have the time.
She sends her
We
regards
don't
and she
have the time.
her message on her behalf of the Florida Democratic Party to make sure that we all are together. I think we look forward to another new regime and Kamala Harris. Let's all, for the people of Bangladesh, for the people of India, and all the minority communities in the South Asian communities, we have to let our friends and relatives come out and cast the ballot. Back to you, Atiq bhai.
ওকে, থ্যাংক ইউ ভেরি মাচ। সরি আমরা যোগাযোগ করতে পারি নাই ট্যারি রিজোর সাথে, বাট আমাদের নেক্সট এপিসোড রোড টু হোয়াইট হাউসে আমরা তাকে আমন্ত্রণ জানাবো। তা তিনি আগ্রহ প্রকাশ করেছেন আমাদের সাথে থাকার জন্য। এখন আমি আমাদের পার্টিসিপেন্ট মিস্টার ইমতিয়াজ মোহাম্মদ, প্লিজ সে 1 minute for your ending speech. And then I can go to Manju Kalidindi and Sajan Kurian. Just invite our voters and tell their things, and because we don't have time.
Okay. Thank you so much, Atiq Bhai, for giving me this opportunity, putting in front of the Bangladeshi people and all the communities who is watching. My simple request to all of you, please get out and vote. This is the historical election. We need to get America back. America is being hijacked by someone who don't respect nobody around the world, who don't respect the women, who don't respect the countries, who don't respect the US citizens, and we are living in misery. We don't want to live like this. This is the America we came for. No. We love to get America back. The only way we can get the America back by voting. Please get out to vote. It's very important. Take your children and your families, friends, and vote Democrat. When all the Democrats will bring the positive change. And we will assure you, if I'm elected, you will see me raising the voice. I'm your candidate. You should be proud that somebody is there on the ballot. And I urge all Floridians, please get out and vote. We have to win Florida to win the presidency. It's very important. It's very tough race. It's not easy. We have to defeat this evil. So please get out and vote. That's simple message. Vote and vote. Thank you so much, Atiq Bhai. Thank you, Bangladesh. Thank you so much for watching. And I will definitely come back with the victory speech, inshallah.
Thank you, Imtiaz Mohammed. Now, Manju Kalidindi, please 1 minute for your closing statement.
Thank you, Atiq. As I say, the US is an experiment in democracy that has lasted over 200 years. But I think we're at a crucial point and we're at an inflection point. This election, as Imtiaz Mohammed said, is very crucial and critical. Democracy only happens when we all get engaged. We come from a predominantly immigrant community as South Asians, and most of us are either first or second generation immigrants. Most of us are naturalized citizens. And one of the rights and privileges we have as naturalized citizens is the right to vote. People have fought and died for this right. This marks the 100-year anniversary since women were given the right to vote. So please, go exercise your right and go vote and make this democracy continue its experiment and let it become a success. Again, as I said, only with your participation can this happen. Thank you.
Manju, Mr. Sajan Kurian, your
My
closing
only
statement.
binti to all our people. I'm telling you, we were all one. We're still one. If you worry about your children and your future, Atiq Bhai knows what I'm saying. I'm telling you, please vote though. If you don't vote, you will repent. And that's all. I've been doing this for the past 25 years, not in healthcare and in politics here in America. So not many people know much what I do. What I tell you is, I mean, in the grassroots level, it's the Imtiaz Bhai, Manju, all those people, we are saying one word. If we don't stay united, we are all going to pay if Donald Trump wins. And I promise you, we will all repent if at all we don't mend our ways and try to unite us together and stay together. We are one blood, always remember. And thank you, Atiq Bhai, and thank you, Bangladesh.
উপস্থিত দর্শক মণ্ডলী, আপনাদের সবাইকে আমি ধন্যবাদ জানাচ্ছি এফটি টিভির তরফ থেকে। আপনাদের কাছে একটা অনুরোধ, আর মাত্র 6 দিন বাকি। আসুন, আপনাদের ভয়েস তুলে ধরুন, ভোট দিন এবং সাবধানে থাকুন, মাস্ক পরুন। সবাইকে শুভরাত্রি।